Alright guys, so I just want to start this video off by saying that I might be making some Pet Simulator videos in the future. If you guys are subscribers and you don't like that game or haven't played it, you don't have to click on those videos. But I will be putting those out, just a heads up. I'll still be making Fantastic Frontier videos. Just figured I'd let you guys know. But anyways, a lot of you requested how to get the Nature's Wrath Spellbook from scratch, so this is what this video is. And you'll start off by buying... You can buy 7 of the seeds that you'll need from this guy. You might need a server hop, but the seeds you're looking for are the Beet Zo seeds, the Giant's Corn, Fantastic Sunflower, Nightmare Plant, Divine Grapes, Noble Blue Flower, and the Gift Tree. The Gift Tree takes 72 hours to grow, so you should definitely plant that one first out of all of them if you can, just to make the most efficient time that you can out of it. But anyways, you also need the mansion key. If you already have the mansion key, you don't need to do this part, but this is just for players in case they don't even have the mansion key yet. I'm showing you where to get that at. And as of the seeds, obviously the Mandrake is the hardest one to get. I will also be showing you where I got it on both of my accounts, and kind of what I did when I was trying to get it. It could take you guys a long time to get this seed. My only advice would be not to give up. The more you try to get it, eventually you will get it. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna make our way into the Night Boys Rat, oh my Jesus Christ, Rat Boys Nightmare, and I'm going to show you the path we take. And if you don't have any HP regen and you don't have a lot of armor, you will need food for the part, because the room that we go through will damage you. I don't think it's every second, it might be every few seconds it'll damage you. Based on how much armor you have, it will hurt you more or less. So the more armor you have, the better. If you have HP regen, you should be fine. If not, I would bring some food just in case. You shouldn't really have a problem with it, but just in case you're not that great and don't have the best armor and don't have HP regen, you should definitely bring food. But basically we're just gonna follow where I'm going in the video. So after we come in here, we're just gonna basically follow the one path we have here to the left that will take us to the door that we are trying to get to. When we get to this door, we will obviously enter it, and in this room, it is kind of one of the annoying parts, but it's nothing compared to trying to get to the Mandrake Seeds. So once we're in here, we're going to enter this library looking place, and you're going to need to know how many of something are in all of the glass containers, which you don't know what it's going to be until you climb up. So if you really wanted, you could count them all before doing so, which I wouldn't recommend. I would recommend coming up here first, seeing what it is, then going down and counting what the item is. So for instance, I come up, check the door, it says mushrooms. Since I'm up here, I might as well guess. Didn't get it right. Unlucky. But anyways, since I had just guessed wrong, it teleports you back down. Now I can count how many mushrooms are in each of the containers to get the correct answer. So basically, since mine was mushrooms, I'm looking for all the mushrooms. Yours might be daggers, flowers, fish, there's a few different ones, but basically you would just count the one that it tells you to get into that room. And I'm pretty sure it's different for everybody. I think it's like the same if you're in the same server. So like if you guys were in the server at that time and yours was mushrooms also, it would be the same answer, which wasn't 6, by the way, I miscounted. It was actually 7. Which is funny because I guessed 8, so I was 1 away from just guessing the right answer right off the start. But anyways, once you're in this room, you can tell by the random camera shake that I'm trying to tell you that the theater key is there. So if you haven't had it, that's how you get it. It's on that plaque, you just pick it up. The blue button is also here, which you should press because it will give you a quicker route to getting to this spot. So get the theater key, click that button, and now if you don't have the green button already pressed, that's what we're going to do right now. If you did have it pressed, you can skip this part. This is just for the people that haven't pressed the green button yet, which you need the theater key to press. So that's why it's a little weird. a little weird order. But anyways, that thing that just tried to kill me is a spiker. Those drop the Mandrake Seeds. You're going to learn to hate those if you don't already, because they do one-shot most people, and the chance of getting the Mandrake Seed seem to be pretty thin. So it's very annoying. But anyways, back to the green button. We're going to enter the theater, which happens to be this door right here. After I heal myself. You have to be careful because one of the creatures can spawn on that middle stage. So if you're quick enough, you can get right by before he does. It's not a big deal. But so the green button is at the back end of this theater. Back theater, I don't know what you'd really call it, but it's right over here on the green block. It's kind of easy to miss if you weren't really looking for it, but that's where it is. Now, if you haven't gotten your Mandrake Seeds yet, I will be doing a really quick example of how I farmed them and tried to get mine. I spent a few hours at the end of the road, didn't really like that. Didn't seem it was that quick, and I know that they say boomers can drop Mandrake Seeds, but like I swear I just they don't. I don't know what to tell you. Spikers though, I've gotten them twice from Spikers. Highly recommend farming Spikers. But anyways, I have my minion and wings. Obviously, you guys may not, which makes this place a little bit dangerous. But if you have a parasol and you just stay high in the air, nothing should really kill you. But you basically just go around scaling the room, looking for the spikers. And obviously, I find one right there. Kill it. I don't get lucky. It doesn't have the Mandrake Seeds, but you get the point. This is what you're going to be doing for a while, looking for your Mandrake Seeds. You will probably get discouraged at this part. It does take a long time. You might get lucky, you might get it fast. People would definitely be jealous if you do. But this is the best way I found, for me at least. You might find different ways that you like better. For instance, if you're looking through the mansion, there are a few places that you might have already noticed they spawn. You could go into servers and try that. I prefer this though. So I would basically do this, go around finding them. If you spend a few minutes and end up not finding one, I would server hop or reload your private server. That usually works for me. But other than that, you can pretty much find at least one spawning every minute or so, sometimes two. And it's just the way that I found most fitting. But so now maybe you guys got your Mandrake Seeds and you are ready to move on. Maybe you just want to see what plants you are missing. Basically, this is me showing you where to get to the green room the faster way. The plant room, I guess you could call it the green door. Basically, we'll go this way, and here's the blue door, which we click the blue button to get to. And it's a little weird. This is just saving you time from going to the Great Hall and then going through the Fish Hall, taking damage, and then trying to find out how many numbers of something are in the glass containers and blah blah blah. This basically takes you here. You look up, there's a trapdoor, you open it. It takes you to a weird pitfall where monsters can spawn. It might be black, you just look around, you'll see an orb. Click that, and it'll take you right here. Which is great, because you already clicked the green button, this is the green door. Works out pretty well. If you haven't planted all 8 and harvest them, I've listed the 7 that you can buy at the beginning and showed you how I got the 8th, which is the Mandrake Seed. So assuming you have them all, this is where we are moving on to the next part. And so once you're in here, you go through this door, which you're allowed to go through no matter what, and this will show you what ones you've had planted. So real quick, I'm just showing you which ones are where, in case you were wondering what one you're missing also. This is a way that you could double check, I guess. And like I said before, the gift trees do take 72 hours to grow, so I would highly recommend planting that one first. And obviously there's only 4 plots to plant in Toppletown, but there are 4 more in the town of Right and Wrong. There are 8 at the Farm Fortress, and then there are 4 also at the Apple Orchard, whatever. Anyways, moving on to the Maze of Root. This could be confusing for some people, but the way to get to the end is always the same. So if you just follow along, it's very easy, because you'll see that plant, that door to the right. That's the first door you go to. You'll come in here, like not even that many steps over here. It's the second door. And once you're in this one, it's a little far away. I kind of got cucked here with this thing that I didn't want to go into, because there's no reason for me to go into it right now. I should have probably just let it suck me in, because I fought with it for a little while before I decided to get free. But anyways, we're following this path here, then we take a right, follow down this path, and then just like that, we're basically at the door that we need to be at, which is right here. Use that one and that one. So you go through this one, and then once you get teleported in this room, an enemy can spawn, I believe. So you find that wall, and then you click the door to the right, and just like that, we're in the room where you get the free spellbook. It spawns on that little pedestal there. I did a review, well, not a review, I did a showcase, I guess, on the book. I did a few tower levels. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out to see if you even want the book. It's very good for healing, so I'd recommend at the least just to have it for the healing. But that's pretty much it for the guide, so I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have some good luck on getting your Mandrake Seeds, because that can be annoying. If you found it helpful, feel free to subscribe and give me more ideas for new videos. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.